All right. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the long weekend, and welcome to this week's presentation. For those of you that are regular Shark viewers, welcome back. We love having you. And for new viewers, we hope you get something out of this and you continue to tune in. Now, I know everyone has a lot going on, so just know that we really do appreciate everyone stopping by. Real quick, can you go ahead and type a Y in the chat if my audio is coming through all right? All right. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Jeff. Cool. So for those of you who are first-timers, my name's Ty. I'm one of the guys here at Shark Indicators. I've been with the company for a couple of years now, which is an awesome opportunity because this stuff is really interesting to me, and this company is making a difference for the thousands of traders that use our tools. So it's just great to be a part of that. We've been involved in the NinjaTrader ecosystem for 5 years now, and we aren't ever here to sell you some holy grail. You know, you've got to put in the work to hit your mark. We just develop some of the most capable trading tools in the industry. So that being said, go ahead and take a look at the risk disclosure. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it by now, but for those of you who haven't, just take a quick minute and look that over. And what we do for events like this, we bring in top NinjaTrader partners to bring you guys variety and exposure to different trading methods and personalities with our tools. So each one of these partners is successful in their own right, and each offers a unique trading style. So we're just going to dive into today's topic, which is focusing on high probabilities and top money management for consistent trades with TraderMakers. So real quick, TraderMakers is a premier source for day trading education and one of the more popular online trading education sites in the industry. They're teaching key trading strategies and lessons are taught from experienced and full-time traders, and their philosophy has been proven to help many traders excel. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and pass the screen and the mic over to Jerry, and he's going to take it from here.
All right, Ty, thank you very much. My screen should be showing right now. Let me know if you guys can hear my voice and see the screen on your projections. Is it coming through?
Yep, audio's coming through, and we can see your screen.
Fantastic. Thank you, Ty. Thank you so much, and welcome everybody. Welcome to this webinar, and thank you again so much to Ty and to the wonderful folks at Shark Indicators for putting this event together for us. We, like Ty said, we understand that there is no shortage of things that you guys could be doing right now, but yet you prefer to be here with us. So we appreciate your time enormously, and we want to make sure that we make every minute of this webinar worth your time. Very quickly, here at TraderMakers, we have a set of traders that we've been committed to researching and studying the markets for over 3 decades in combined time. We've been personally mentored by former market makers from all of the major exchanges in the United States and around the world. Since we started TraderMakers, we've been coaching traders around the globe about how to obtain success in the markets in different ways. And one of the things that we want to present to you is how TraderMakers integrates with the wonderful tools that Shark Indicators have so that we can help you to become a lot more consistent in your trading. So I'm going to ask you 2 questions right now and see if you can answer those for me. The first one I'd like to ask, just so that we can get to know the audience a little better. I would like to ask to see who is a beginner trader, who's an intermediate trader, and who's an advanced trader. If you can just put 1 for beginner, 2 for intermediate, and 3 for advanced. Just so that we can get to know the audience a little better. Just punch in a 1 if you are a beginner, 2 if you're an intermediate, 3 if you are an advanced. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to ask you another question. How would you describe, or actually, let's just make this more straightforward. What do you guys think is the most important thing in trading? What are you guys looking for? What is the most important thing in trading? Okay. And the Ty, for some reason, I'm not seeing those answers. Is there a way I can see those answers here?
Yeah, if you click on there's a question section on the GoToWebinar toolbar down there.
Uh-huh.
And if you just expand that, you can see them. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you. Okay. All right. Larry, money management. Jeffrey, consistent money management. Risk, consistency. Okay, cool. All right, you guys, perfect. Okay, so we have intermediates and beginner traders, and for the most part, and then the majority of you guys said that the most important thing in trading is risk. Some of you said consistency. Some of you guys said money management. Okay, perfect. Risk management is absolutely important. The most necessary thing. When I started trading some 20 years ago, the first thing my coaches, my mentors, the first thing that they told me was, I don't care what you trade, but what we want to see at the end of the day is risk management, and risk management. So you guys are definitely right on that. Now, money management is part of the whole equation. So it is definitely an important factor. But the most important thing in trading is not the system. It's really not the money management. It's nothing. It's to achieving consistency. So you guys that answered consistency, you guys are right on it. Okay? Either you are very bright traders, or you have probably seen one of my other webinars before, because that is exactly what I say every single time. Consistency is key, guys. So I'm going to move rather quickly through this presentation here, and you're going to see that I am not a big, PowerPoint guy. I'd like to take you right into my charts, right into my tools. That's what makes my webinars a little different from the rest. I just have a few slides to show you here so that we can build a conversation, tell you exactly what TraderMakers does, how we partner, how is that we work together with SharkIndicators, and then I'm just going to take you straight to my charts, my tools. I'm going to show you some strategies. I'm going to show you some setups. I'm gonna give you things that you can understand, that how you can really make your trading a lot better. Okay, so just bear with me here, just a few slides to get us off the ground, and we got to go through this government required disclaimer that we have all grown to love. So please take a minute to go through that, and when we're done with that, I'll tell you that one of the first things that I'm going to encourage you to do, like Ty said on the presentation, on the introduction, he said, we're not here to sell you a holy grail. We're not here to give you any kinds of promises. You have to put in the work. And one of the first thing that I'm going to encourage you to do in order to start achieving good results in trading is, the first one is, if you're losing money, well, you got to stop. You got to stop the bleeding, and you got to figure out exactly why you're losing your money. The other thing is, stop whining. A lot of traders come to me and say, "Oh, Jerry, I just can't do that." You know what? Keep growing, keep learning, do your due diligence, and ask your mentor to show you what are the best strategies where he can show you results. Okay? So, and finally, the last thing that a lot of traders need to get on the right side with the right mentality is to use realistic expectations. So, if trading has been a little bit of a deeper learning curve for you, if it has been a deeper, more unsuccessful learning curve for you, what we're trying to do here is to pull you into the right and get you in the right side of the road, where we can help you become more consistent and we can help you enjoy it a lot more. Okay? That's what we do. So what we're going to do here, what TraderMakers' goals are, is to help you become a professional trader regardless of your account size and experience, and to provide you a time-tested and simple strategy that you can trust. And I'm going to show you that about time-tested. We're also here to provide you with automated and discretionary trade signals that follow a rule-based approach to ensure your progress without going coaching and unlimited support, and to provide you with in-depth education that will work on any market and will last you for a while. I'll tell you this, the system that you're going to see me using in this webinar, I've been using for close to 20 years. And I have not changed one single thing about it. I have adapted it to different volatility periods, but I have not changed one thing about it in close to 20 years. Now, how's that for consistency, guys? All right? Cool? All right. So the other thing I want to talk to you about real quick here, so on the agenda, I'm gonna show you guys how a simple strategy can definitely mount up to consistent results over time. I'm gonna show you how you can cut the clutter and what are the basis of a chart that you need to be looking for to provide you with better, more consistent results. We're going to talk about probabilities. This webinar's title was Highest Probabilities and Top Money Management. And that's super important to understand. The two most important things in trading, in your trading system, in trading is consistency, but the most important thing in your trading system is understanding your probabilities and your expected moves, okay? Those we're going to talk about it today. And we're going to show you a proven method to stay on the trend and follow the trend correctly, okay? So, again, if you answer 1, 2, or 3, what TraderMakers, it's an educational company. We show you how to put the tools, the system, and the money management together. And we've been very successful about doing that. And I'm going to show you one more thing after this slide that it's really going to knock your socks off. Okay? But if you answer 1, 2, or 3 on that question I asked at the beginning of the webinar, if you are a number 1, if you are a beginner trader, what TraderMakers can do for you is to give you faster, affordable, and better jumpstart to your trading career. Okay? If you are an intermediate trader and you've been struggling a little bit, or maybe you've changed systems a couple of times, maybe you've changed software a couple of times, maybe you changed mentors a couple of times, well, what we're going to help you here is get your sanity back. Get your mentality back on track. Stop losing money. Help you get back on track by following your progress on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. That's what we do best. And if you answer 3 and you're an advanced trader, you're looking for really, top of the line tools that can help you streamline your trading, produce, more streamlined setups, more streamlined trades, better money management, better risk control. We have some amazing tools to show you today, so TraderMakers can really be the icing on the cake that you're looking for. Okay? Fantastic. All right, so let me go back and say, why do I think that we have one of the best, most comprehensive approaches to trading education? Because it's all based on credibility. And I want you guys to please take a really, really hard look at what I'm going to show you. How can you assess credibility? Well, many ways, okay? But the ways that we have assessed our credibility in our industry, and why TraderMakers is known for being one of the premier sources in trading education for the last few years, is number 1, independent reviews. Just Google TraderMakers reviews, and you're going to find us at the top of the list. Number 2, student satisfaction. We always allow potential students to talk to students. And number 3, results. And I'm going to show you that about results. I want to invite you to go to TraderMakers.com, where you can see our track record. And in our website, you're going to see that we have 7+ years of documented time-stamped activity. Okay? And as a matter of fact, I want to take you there right now. When you go to our website, I would like you to explore this page, which is our Pro Trend Suite. And when you go to our website, you can go to track record, and it's going to take you to our daily blog. 7.5+ years of documented activity. As a matter of fact, you're looking at our activity from today. Every single day is logged with a timestamp. With a timestamp, folks. This is so important. We're not just showing you in a backtesting mode or in some kind of Excel spreadsheet or in some kind of email that our system is consistent. No, we show it to you with timestamp activity on a daily basis. We start trading at 9:30. By 9:45 this morning, we were done, all said and done. 3 trades. Okay? So that's what I want to encourage you to look further into who we are. Take a look at the track record that TraderMakers has put in place for the last 7.5 years. Do your due diligence and ask 3 very important questions when you are selecting a mentor, when you're shopping for a system or tools, and when you're shopping to get somebody that can really give you the guidance that you need. You got to ask 3 things. Number one, is that system a rule-based approach, a 100% rule-based approach, or is it more discretionary? Number two, can you get one-on-one quality time and guidance from your coach? Or is it just, go watch some videos, go watch some lectures on YouTube, read the manual, come back in the room and try to figure it out on your own? Or can you truly get one-on-one quality time with your mentor? And number three, do you have some proof that it works? Well, folks, we believe you came to the right place, because in TraderMakers, we do offer all three. We do offer quality one-on-one time with your coaches. We offer a rule-based approach that it's absolutely non-discretionary. And we have the daily timestamp activity to prove that this does work in a consistent manner. So I hope I have your attention. Let's move on. What do you guys think if we move on right to the charts? Now, let me tell you why we partner with SharkIndicators, because SharkIndicators are one of the leading companies in providing cutting-edge tools for traders. And they have two signature products. If you are a as a matter of fact, that's another question I wanted to ask in order to get to know you guys a little better. Please tell me, are you a SharkIndicators customer? Type 1. If you're not, type 2. All right, anybody else? Okay, lots of ones, great. Lots of one, couple of twos. Awesome. Great, cool. All right, okay, cool. Well, this is gonna be a lot of fun. If you are a SharkIndicators customer, you know that they have two signature products, Bloodhound and BlackBird. Bloodhound, it's a trade signal generator, okay? It's easily programmable. You can program, or you can acquire stuff that is already programmed, like the TraderMakers system, for example. BlackBird is one of my favorite products. It's one of my favorite tools out there. Basically, you know how what I call this, and I'm sorry if I'm stepping a little bit out of line by saying this. I don't think so, but the way I like to call it is BlackBird, it's a true ATM on steroids, okay? And I love it. With BlackBird, you can automate any order type you want. You can attach money management to any indicator, entries, profit targets, stop losses, designed for both discretionary and automated. It's absolutely wonderful. Your charting platform, such as NinjaTrader or anything else that you use, their ATMs are very basic. You can just basically just trail a stop and, move up to break even, and that's it. BlackBird allows you a functionality like no other tool out there to be able to produce money management like a real pro. And I'm going to show it to you in a few seconds, okay? So basically, that's why we wanted to integrate the TraderMakers system with cutting-edge tools like this. So the partnership that we've had for many years with SharkIndicators have definitely allowed the TraderMakers students to have cutting-edge tools so that they can continue to produce that consistency they're looking for. And finally, I want to show you one last thing on the slides, and then I'll move away completely from the slides. This is awesome. In order to be a consistent trader, you gotta keep it simple, guys. And one of the things that SharkIndicators tools allows us to do is to really streamline things and eliminate the guesswork, eliminate the clutter, the concussions, and everything else that is just going to cloud your vision and continue to put you on a deeper down spiral when you're just trying to figure it out, and it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. The TraderMakers and SharkIndicators tool combination, it is something that is going to give you a more definite, simple, clearer, more cutting edge approach to anything probably that you've tried before. Okay? Why is this a simple approach? Let me walk you through the TraderMakers tools first. We have a very simple comprehensive indicator package that I want you to explore on our website. And when you go to our website, please, what I want you to do is I want you to go to Pro Trend Suite, go to our trading software, and check it out. Our Pro Trend Suite is designed to keep you on the right side of the trend by color coding in green or red 3 very simple signals: price, volume, and momentum. As retail traders, you and I have nothing else to do than jump on the trend at the right moment. Okay, that's our job. We don't move the market. We don't pick tops. We don't pick bottoms. We don't know where the market's going to move. Once the market's moving, our jobs as retail traders is to make sure that you're following the trend correctly. That's all. If anybody's telling you differently, be careful. Because as retail traders, we cannot do anything else but jump on the trend and follow it. Now, a lot of traders jump on the trend, but they don't follow it correctly. A lot of trades are with the trend, but your money management, makes you exit markets early, exit trades early, leave money on the table, or take a little too wide of a stop. So we have fixed all of that, okay? We have fixed all of that in our simple approach. And our color-coded indicators, our color-coded signals are really simple to read. A 5-year-old can follow this chart. When price, volume, and momentum are going on the same direction, either everything turns green for the upside or everything turns red for the downside. It's a super simple approach, guys. Okay? Now, the last thing I want to show you here on the slides is what is the one thing that we advocate here that we're going to show you on the charts so that we can help you become more consistent traders is this winning formula here. Education plus tools plus guidance. TraderMakers is a premier source for trading education. And we have good tools that integrate with SharkIndicators. Now, Shark has got amazing tools that are going to give you signal generation, signal recognition, money management, risk management. That's great. If you have the tools, but you don't have the education, you got to be careful because you can be a little dangerous. Okay, if somebody gives you a high performance airplane and you don't know how to land it, you are in trouble, right? Okay, now if you have the education but you don't have the tools, at the same time it's gonna, it works both ways, guys. If you have the education but you don't have the tools, what's going to happen is your rate of accomplishment, your consistency is going to be very slow to the point that you're gonna make one step at a time in a long time. You're gonna take a long time to get you to the other side. So the combination is education plus tools and guidance, and that is gonna mean success for your consistency. Okay, enough of the PowerPoint. Done with the PowerPoint. I promise you I'm not going to show you that PowerPoint anymore. Let's go right into the tools. How's that? I'm not a PowerPoint guy. I just build the case. All right? Cool. All right. You want to see this in action? Yeah? Is everybody alive out there? Good. All right. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to show you on the bottom of the charts. We have 2 charts here. I selected the NQ September expiration. I got that since the majority of you guys are SharkIndicators users and intermediate traders, you know what we're talking about. This is futures contracts for the NASDAQ futures. NQ September expiration, which expires next week, by the way. Don't forget to roll over your contracts. Second Thursday. All righty. Now, what you're looking at the bottom of both charts is the signal generation by SharkIndicator's Bloodhound that integrates with the TraderMakers software. The TraderMakers software is right here. Everything you need is up here on the upper pane. These are our wonderful indicator suite of Pro Trend, the TraderMakers Pro Trend suite that color codes everything on green when price, volume, and momentum is piling to the upside, and in red when price, volume, and momentum are going to the downside. So it's basically really simple, guys. Really simple. We look for longs when everything is green, and we look for shorts when everything is red. How simple can that be? All right? As you can tell, in this area, any short, any entry on a short would have worked. And any entry on this long trend would have worked too. Okay? Now, don't take my word for it. Let's see what Bloodhound, which is already programmed, mathematically programmed to follow these signals, did. Okay? So I'm going to remove my drawing objects. Let's take a look at the signals. Bloodhound said that this was a shorting possibility. It also said this was a shorting possibility. It said this was a long possibility. It also said there was a long here, there was a long here, and there was a long here. All right. So now let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this, guys. What's the title of the webinar? Best probabilities, correct? All right, probabilities. So in order for a system to work, you got to make sure that your system gives you at least a 65 probability of success to what the volatility is expecting. Let's understand that a little better. A lot of traders come to me and I ask them, and I said, hey, what kind of percentage price tag can you put on your system? Not price tag, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. What kind of percentage success rate can you put on your system? And they say, oh, Jerry, my system is 80%. Or I hear some of them say, hey, my system's 75%. Okay, 70, 75, 80% what? What? 80% what? Success of winning every day, or winning, every single pullback on a trend? What is it? What is it? Well, I'm going to tell you why this is one of the most overlooked and misunderstood approaches. Because a system will give you that probability of success only if you understand the volatility of your instruments and your expected moves. What did I say before? It's all about probabilities and the expected volatility moves. Okay? So we got to be very careful there, because this is where a lot of traders fail to recognize the expectation and the performance of their system. Okay? So here with our charts and with our tools, we have created a system that it's truly capable of producing a minimum of 65 to 70% probability of inconsistency if you follow the volatility correctly, which is all programmed in the indicators. Let's just see how accurate that was. I'm going to go back down here to the Bloodhound signals. And we're going to see how well the signals play out. This was today, by the way, September 5th. Okay? Today, September 5th, 2017. This was not 2 days ago, 1 week ago, 2 months. No, this is today. Now let's take a look. That was a great short. That was a great short trade. That was a great point to initiate a trade. Okay, so we're going to call that a good one, depending on when you exit. All right. This one right here, that's questionable. That's questionable. I'm going to say that even though it could have been a good signal based on price, volume, and momentum, the market just decided to go completely against it. Okay? So losing trades are a part of the game. Expense trades, no two ways around it. You just take your small losing trade, your small expense trade, you move on. Correct? All right. So that I'm gonna say that was a failed signal. It was a good signal, but the trade might have just failed. Okay. Now this is a long signal. Again, based on how your money you're set with your money management, this Take a look at this, guys. Even though it may not look as much, I'm going to open this chart a little bit, and this trade signal could have given you at least a first target. Okay, from this candle to this high right here. This is a 3-range chart. This gives you 3, 6. This gives you about 9 ticks of room. Okay, so that's good for a first target. So I'm going to say that trade signal did give us something to work with. Now, the other 2 signals, there were absolute winners. And the last one, we're gonna say this one probably may have not worked so well. Okay, so we had 2 signals that didn't work so well out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of 6 signals this afternoon, from 2 to 2:30, first important aspect of the TraderMaker system is the TraderMaker system is designed to have you trading so that you can rotate your odds, so that you can trade often. If you're just taking 1 or 2 trades in the morning, that's not good enough. If you're just taking 1 trade a day, that's not good enough. Another good reason why traders fail at producing consistency is because you are not trading enough to let your odds play out. So in the first lesson in probabilities is you need a good sample, a good rotation of samples so that you can let the odds play out. That's why it's super important to trade often and to trade as small as you can. Okay? I'm going to have to repeat that because that's super important. The most important thing so that you can truly let a good system play out to your advantage is you got to trade often. Think about what the casinos do, guys. Think about it what the casino does. How many tables are there on a casino floor? Okay? Hundreds. There's not just 1 or 2 tables. The more they play, the more they make. Have you ever walked through a table and see that little thing right next to the dealer that says maximum bet? Well, yeah. Okay? So they know that they need to keep on playing and keep playing small. And they will win on the long run. Period. That's it. Okay, so we might as well learn something from that. Okay, let's go back and take a look at this Bloodhound signals. Wonderful Bloodhound signals programmed to the TraderMakers system. Simple system where we teach 3 indicator-based setups to follow and stay on the trend. I'm going to say that again. 3 simple indicator-based signals that teach you how to jump and stay on the trend. 4 out of 6 work. If we divide 4 by 6, you get 66%. Okay? 66%. What did I say before? The TraderMaker system is proven to work a minimum of 65% of the time. Now you're going to say, okay, all right, TraderMakers, you just got a little lucky here. Go back and see what this instrument did earlier today. All right, well, you know what? Why don't we go? Let's go and put it to the test during lunch hour, which is like the worst hour to trade, okay? Let's say, all right, here, noon. Okay, let's put it right there. All right, noon 30. Here's your first long. Here's your second long. Here's your short. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do at least 4. Oh, let me close this out a little. Okay, here's a short, and here's the long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signals. Right in the middle of lunch hour, smack dead in the middle of lunch hour. How many can you tell they work and how many didn't? That was a good short. That was a great long. This was a good long for a 1 target. This was a great long. And the short really flopped. The short flopped. So again, you have 4 good trades out of 5. 4 possible good trades out of 5. Divide 4 by 5, you got 80%. You see where I'm coming from? The TraderMakers system is proven to a minimum consistency of 65% on time. Okay? All right, now let's move on. If the system is so solid and consistent, how can I really make the most out of my trading? Now, this is where this wonderful tool called BlackBird comes into the picture. All right? BlackBird, once again, what I like to call it is, it's my favorite ATM on steroids. It will allow you to do stuff. It will allow you to do unbelievable stuff. You can attach orders to indicators, not just price levels. What do the majority of ATMs allow you to do on your platforms? Well, you can trail price. Well, yeah, you can trail price, but what if you want to trail your downsloping Bollinger or Kellner band? What if you want to trail your momentum indicator? Okay, then it starts getting a lot more interesting. What if you want to attach different orders to different indicators? What if you want to attach profit targets and stop losses to different indicators? It's designed for both discretionary and automated. Okay, let's give you a little taste. Let's give you a little taste of this. One of the features that I like the most is that you can do this, that it's called dynamic planning. Look on the bottom of the chart for me, please. Dynamic planning will allow me to plan a long or plan a short according to a strategy. Right now, the strategy that I'm using is, we're going to go real simple on this. We're going to go real simple. This is a 3-range chart, and we're going to do a 5-tick profit target, a 10-tick profit target, and a runner. Okay? Target 1, target 2, and a runner. That is the simplest, the most simplistic, most basic, straightforward money management that there is. You get your 5 ticks, your second and third contracts go to break even, you get your 10, then you let the runner go. Can you agree to that? Okay, good. Now, in reality, even though it's a straightforward strategy to go for target 1, target 2, and then a runner, even though it's such a simplistic strategy, you would not believe me if I tell you that when I see traders try to do that manually, they just trip all over themselves. I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of experienced traders they just can't follow T1, T2, and a runner. Okay, well, all right, let's put Bloodhound to work. Let's put BlackBird to work. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to plan a short. Let's see. Actually, let's plan a long. Okay, if I hit plan, I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry, plan a short. I'm going to plan a short. Okay. And one of the advantages is that you can see your trade, you can see your orders, you can see your management, you can move the orders around, you can do anything you want on this. But again, such a simplistic strategy. Once you are in a trade, it's really hard to follow through it if you just want to do it every single time. So having a tool like BlackBird will automatically do this for you, and you have nothing to worry about. BlackBird will also allow you to set parameters such as how much you risk per day, how much you don't want to give back to the market after a certain point. Let's say you're up $200 for the day, and then you say, okay, I want to keep trading, but if at any point I go back down 50% of what I've already made, then I want to stop. Well, BlackBird will do that for you. You don't have to keep that in mind. And by having the computer do that, the advantage is that you don't have to be thinking about those things, because you are most likely going to be prone to making mistakes if you're just going to keep doing it yourself. All right? All right, now let's try to take a trade here. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Let's plan a short. Okay, I'm gonna just try to move this a little bit. Again, you can move your entire system. I'm gonna move it so that, oh, sorry, yeah, you can move it around. Okay, that thing's just going down completely. Let's see what we can do here. And if the market starts pulling back up. Another thing that we can do here while the market sets up for us is, on our settings, we can make this a lot more interesting. How about an order setting that gets a little more complicated? How about something that tracks the volatility of the bands, and something that it will help you maximize as much profit or milk as much profit out of a trade, out of a run? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, right here, after the computer stops thinking, we're going to switch strategies, and I'm going to show you something really cool that we program here, and it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward. It basically gives you the advantage of having your first 5 and 10 ticks, but then look at this. The next profit target, it's following the Kellner channel band. Okay, so now we have something that it's following the volatility. How far can your trade extend? Well, you don't know. Well, let the machine do it for you. Let the machine do it for you. Okay, so we're gonna, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, that didn't like it. Okay, we'll try it again. Oh, okay, of course we cannot go long here on a, okay, we cannot go long on a short environment. All right. All right, now the moment this goes back down, we'll try it again. So I'm just going to plan it just so you guys can see it. Does that make sense? Look. 5, 10, and following a Kellner channel band. And it can be anything you want. It can be anything, absolutely anything you want. It can be 5, 10, and follow whatever moving average. It can be 5, 10, and follow your trailing stop. But BlackBird will give you advantages that no trading platform is going to give you. The planning, the execution, the programming, the advantages are many. Let me see if we can, okay, your risk reward, this is important too. Look, you know exactly how much you're risking on any given trade. That's absolutely wonderful. So it not only helps you with your executions going in and out, but it also helps you with your money management. And this is really what you need to do to become a pro. You got to know exactly what your probabilities are, what your expected move is, what your risk and reward is, and that's how you achieve consistency. Okay? Let's see if we can plan a long trade here. Okay, that's gonna be a setup. So let's plan a long. And see if that fires and see where it goes. All right, not sure why it didn't fire it, but Hold on. Let me try to do it again. Let's see if it comes back again. All right. So with live data, it's a little hard to do it, but I think you guys are getting the picture. And we're gonna we're coming. Oh wow, time flies. It's 5 o'clock already. We're gonna take some time to answer some questions as well. All right. So going back to the Bloodhound signals, how many of these signals really did represent? How many it did represent that you can live by and say, okay, this was a valid short, right? This was another valid short. This was a valid short. This one not so much, but this was a valid long. This was a valid long. This was a valid long. And this long, well, depending on where your stop were, when your stop was, maybe your stop, let's get realistic here. Let's get serious. Okay, maybe that one didn't work. Maybe this one here didn't work for a short. Okay, so you have 2 trades that didn't work. 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 signals. 2 divided by 8, 85%. How do you trail stops? Many different ways. And this is where BlackBird comes in. You can trail stops by any kind of percentage. You can trail stops by any kind of number of ticks. You can trail your stops by, following your stop trailer, by following your moving averages, by following your volatility bands, by following any volume or momentum indicator. This is the advantage. This is the advantage that BlackBird has. So for example, again, if I go to dynamic planning and I try to plan along here, look at what's happening here. Okay, hold on. It's not going to work. So it needs to pull back. It needs to pull back so that it can give me the entry signal. See if I can make it do that. This market is going to pull back here, and then we'll go along. If we go back here, it's gonna give us a signal, and we'll take along. Okay, good. Now let's go along here. Why is it not letting me do it? Okay, let's plan the long. Let's go along. Okay, there's a signal. Okay. There's a signal. There's the long. There's a trade. Okay. And that's your money management in your trade. Let's see. Hemant, we are on what's it, we are on what's this thing called, we are on simulated data feed. That's why the market is closed right now. Okay, but yeah, that was the signal generation. The trade just didn't go. The trade just didn't fire it. I'm gonna have to check here with my tech guys to see why that trade didn't fire, but I was clearly planning on it. But there's your signal.
Hey, yep. Jerry, I'm here. Sorry, I had to step away for a moment.
Hey, so Zach.
From what I could tell, that long trade didn't fire because I don't think you hit the execute button.
Oh,
didn't look like
I hit the go long button.
Right, yeah, and so you gotta hit the execute button to actually submit it live.
You're right about that. I'm sorry about that. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can make it happen again. So plan your long and then execute. All right. All right, here we go. So we're going to plan the long, and then we're going to hit on execute.
Order pending.
Ah, there we go. Thank you, Zach.
Order pending. Order.
Great. Okay. Now we did it. Sorry, I mistake the buttons. All right, there you go. First target, second target. BlackBird is doing all the work for you guys. I'm not doing anything right now except from collecting coin. There you go. Now, what is this different? Why is this different? Why is this different to any other ATM that it's out there? It's because now you can attach orders to specific indicators in specific situations in a chart that it's not just your regular stop loss trailing. Now, as you can see, we have a runner. We still have a one contract runner that it's trailing behind our vol stop, which is one of our favorite indicators, which will help you stay with the trend as long as possible. And if the market just keeps going higher, this thing just keeps trailing. But remember, it's not just a trailing stop like what it's out there. This is a trailing stop that it's following one of our indicators. Why is this so important? Because this indicator is an indicator of volatility, the one that it's following right now. It's not following any type of price percentage. It's not following any certain number of ticks. It's following the volatility of the market. This is why it's so important to be able to add to your trading strategies that will allow more flexibility to market dynamics, not just to 5 ticks here, 10 ticks there. Because when the markets expand, and you could be missing out on great runs in the market. Okay, and this will continue to trail and collect coin until the market's ready to say otherwise. Okay? So those are the advantages of working with this kind of tools. First, the TraderMaker tools. All right, and this is something you could actually manage. And look at that expansion. Just when we took the trade, the market just went haywire there. Okay? So everything is manually possible. You can adjust these by drag and drop. You can do anything you want. You can plan your trades. You can measure your risk management. You can attach any type of order to any type of situation or indicator on the chart. It's really what I call an ATM on steroids. Okay? There's also the possibility, if you are a more advanced type of trader, there's also the possibility of adding to your trade while you are already on the trade trailing what it's left. All sorts of good possibilities. So once again, to recap and to let you guys answer some questions, what we'd like to see is the TraderMakers set of indicators will help you align the forces of the market, price, volume, and momentum in the right direction before you take a trade. Okay, see, we just took the stop right there. Wasn't that a good trade? Wasn't that a good trail? That was a fantastic trail. How much do you trail by? I don't even care. I just attach my stop to the volatility setting. If the volatility is expanding, take me with you. Okay? If I'm on the right side of the trade, let the volatility take me with it. If I'm in the wrong side of the trade, cut me out immediately. How many of you agree that was a wonderful trade? Signals generated by BlackBird, by Bloodhound, money management done by BlackBird. This is why these tools are so great. Now, once again, the TraderMakers system is made by is comprised of 3 indicator-based signals that will help you jump and follow the trend correctly with a proven 65 to 70% probability of consistency. Okay? BlackBird will help you make sure that you cut every bad trade short and you can maximize every good trade. So here's what I want to say to you today. I told you at the beginning of the webinar, before we go for questions, I told you at the beginning of the webinar that I was going to make every minute of your time worth. So here's what I'd like you to take a look at, and I want to encourage you to do. I want to encourage you to visit the TraderMakers website. I want you to go through our track record and see what we do on a daily basis and what we have done for the past 7.5 years, coming close to 8 actually. Okay, I want you to explore our signature courses and our trading software. And keep in mind that everything that we do is compatible with SharkIndicator's Bloodhound and BlackBird. Okay, so if you're already a Bloodhound or BlackBird owner, you can integrate our stuff with them, with theirs, and vice versa. Now, as you probably know, this is what these products cost. And what I would like to do to everybody that attended this webinar and spent their time with us today, as a big thank you, what we want to do is when you acquire either BlackBird or the combo with BlackBird and Bloodhound through TraderMakers, very important here, we are a partner and a reseller of the product. So when you acquire it through us, we'll give you a discount on any TraderMakers product. And in order to make this webinar worth your time, what we'd like to do is, if you are already a BlackBird or a Bloodhound owner or both, and you just come from this webinar, what we're going to do is we're going to do a 15% discount across the board on all TraderMakers products, should you decide to continue to explore services and to get mentored by us. If you do not currently own BlackBird or Bloodhound, again, we're going to do the same type of discount, 15% through you buy BlackBird and Bloodhound through us, through TraderMakers. We will give you 15% discount on all TraderMakers products. All right? So please, I want to encourage you to visit the site. I want to encourage you also to visit SharkIndicator's website. And feel free to give us a call. Feel free to write us. Feel free to send us your questions. If you want to get a free phone consultation, we'll be happy to do that for you at any time. We can schedule that any time with myself or any of our traders here at TraderMakers. Satan, I'm Jerry. Good to meet you. Are there any other questions? I want to thank you guys once again. I hope you found this interesting and useful. Achieving consistency in the markets, it's not a coincidence. It takes hard work, and it is possible if you know what are the most important things that the market has to offer and how you can take advantage of them. Remember, I truly, honestly believe in my close to 2 decades of trading and my 8 years as a coach what I found that it's most important is that the combination between education, tools, and guidance has to be well balanced. Otherwise, if you lack, if you have too many tools, but you lack the guidance, you lack the education, you're just going to be spinning your wheels, and you're going to have some hits and some misses. But if you hitch your wagon with somebody that has knowledge on the market, that has knowledge on how to work the tools, that has knowledge about how to do the risk management, the money management properly, that can explain to you how to work the probabilities, the setups, etc., then your rate of return, your rate of accomplishment, not your rate of return, your rate of accomplishment, it's going to be just completely different. Okay?
Hey, Jerry.
All right, guys. Yes, go ahead.
We do have questions in here. Let's see. Sharma is asking to see an oil chart. If you happen to have one handy. And let's see. We got a question in here about the discount. Let's see. Amin is asking, does the discount apply to Bloodhound products? No. So, Amin, this is a presentation by TraderMakers.
Mm-hmm.
So the discount applies to TraderMakers products. Yeah, I hope that clears it up. And let's see what other questions we have in here. And let's see. Bennett is asking, how much is the system? So yeah, do you have like a total price worked out for, I guess, a brand new person?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So if you go to our website and you go to Signature Courses, you can see the options that we have there. Let me not play the video here. Let me just go down here. We have different forms of payment with different packages, different ways of acquiring it. The best way to do it is by paying the $31.50. You get everything at once. You get all the software, the TraderMakers software, all the lessons, all your private one-on-one instructions, your preparation for your final exams, your tests, etc., etc. It's a very big, comprehensive training package, folks. We do one-on-one trading lessons. We give you the software. We give you the coaching. We teach you how to use all the plugins, all the SharkIndicators tools, and how to trade our system. And if you explore it here, you can find chapter by chapter, point by point, exactly what you are expected to learn. And of course, our Pro Trend Suite, which is our indicators, the ones that you saw on the charts, are included in our coaching package. So we want you to have everything for one price. Once again, should you acquire any of the Shark Indicator products through us, you can expect to receive a 15% discount across the board from TraderMakers on all of our products and services. Now, if we have time here, Zach, I'll just real quickly add the CL. Oh, is it already added? 1017. Is CL trading 10? Yeah, it's trading 10, right? 1017.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be happy to show the gentleman who asked for the CL chart.
Couple more days left on the 10.
Okay. All right. I think we have time for one more question before we go through this CL chart, and then we'll call it a night.
Yeah, let me see what else we have. Let's see. WM was asking, how do you trail the stop? But I think you already answered that.
Yeah. Well, trailing the stop. Let me answer that again. Trailing the stop is a culture, and trailing the stop is also a craft. Okay. Again, you can trail your stop at any percentage. You can trail the stop by 5% or 10% or whatever amount of money you want to not give back to the market. But those numbers are pretty random. Okay. The best way to trail a stop is with some kind of volatility indicator that tells you where and how the trend is expanding. And that's where the TraderMakers tools come in. Okay? If you see this little dotted line, I'm going to grab my arrow. Do you see this little dotted line? That's our trailing stop line. Okay? This trailing stop line is not based on any percentage or anything like that. It just calculates by multiplying the expansion on the volatility. Okay? So the faster the market is expanding, the more profit you're going to lock in here. All right? When the market is not expanding, you're going to see that this line actually stops trailing, and instead of being a dotted hash mark that continues to track the price, it just stays flat. Okay? So again, trailing a stop, it's a craft. All right? You can do it by any kind of percentage, by any kind of number. You know, you figure out how much you don't want to give back to the market or how much you want to take. But the majority of traders do it in a very random way. One of the best ways to do it is to, you know, either follow some kind of volatility indicator. It could be a Bollinger Band. It could be a moving average. It could be our TraderMakers' own proprietary volatility stop trailer. And that's the advantage of working with a tool like BlackBird. So I think we'd answered that. Yeah, we can consider that as answered.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, CL. Let me see if we can go to the CL chart here real quick. And one more question, Zach?
Yeah, we have one more question on the pricing here, but let's get that oil chart up.
The discount on the TraderMakers program is 15% across the board. Okay?
Yeah, all right. That was the last question. Someone wasn't sure if it was 50% or 15, so it's 15.
So if you decide to acquire these wonderful tools, Bloodhound or BlackBird or both, through TraderMakers, very important, folks, you have to come through us. You have to come through TraderMakers in order to make this a valid offer so that you can obtain the discount on any TraderMakers products. And once again, I want to invite you. There's your CL chart for the gentleman that requested it. Let's just very quickly walk through these signals here. There was a short right there. There was another short right here. Was a long here. Was another long here. Was a short here. There's a long signal here and a long signal here. I mean, just by eyeballing this chart, I can tell you that one signal flopped. This long here flopped. But the rest worked pretty nicely. So again, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 signals where one flopped. How's that for 86%? Okay? Pretty solid. Pretty solid. So you saw it on the NQ and you saw it on the CL.
Jerry, did you show the link where the customers can purchase Bloodhound or BlackBird from your site? I saw you had our site up.
Right.
What about from your site?
Let me double check. Great question. Let me make sure that is up and running. And here you are. And okay, great. Thank you for the reminder, Zach. We gotta put the link up. The link will be up. We actually took it down before the webinar. We need to put it up right now. So if you guys give us this afternoon, it'll be up by the evening, where you can just hit on the Bloodhound compatible icon here at the bottom of the page, and it'll take you to the buy links. Okay. So just go to TraderMakers.com, and you'll go to the Bloodhound compatible icon, and it'll take you to where you can buy this.
You're on your home page right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so from the home page, scroll down to the bottom. There you go, folks.
All right, guys. Well, listen, thank you so much for the time. I hope, again, this webinar was interesting and productive. and we have lots of good stuff here. Our traders have definitely taken advantage of our tools and our compatibility with the wonderful partners like SharkIndicators. We've developed great things together, great market tools that are, certain to help you in your quest for consistency. Remember, the most important thing in trading is consistency. So if you guys understand that, then what we do is we have the right combinations of tools, education, and guidance. We hope you guys explore further. Do your due diligence. Look on those reviews. Google us. Take a look at our track record. See for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I'm sure you'll like what you see, and then feel free to come to us, grab these products, help your trading, and take advantage of the discounts. We'd love to help you out. And thanks again to all of the wonderful folks at Shark Indicators, Zach and Ty, and thank you so much for your support and your help. And I hope this webinar is a good eye opener for a lot of people.
All right, one last question here. Glenn is asking, do you have to have Bloodhound or BlackBird to run the TraderMaker tools?
No, you don't. No, you don't. We'll teach you our system. We'll give you our software. We'll give you our system. We'll teach you our signals. The advantage of having the Shark Indicators add-ons is that Bloodhound is going to help you recognize the signals faster. B, you can automate those. And BlackBird, it's going to help you with the money management. Remember, it's a lot of times a trader takes a trade, and it's not about jumping on a trade. Anybody can hit the go long button. Okay, anybody can hit the execute button. It's what you do after the trade. So we do believe that the more that you can let the automation do, and the less you have to think about it, the better your results are going to be over time. So no, these are add-on tools to the TraderMakers system, which we firmly believe are going to help you on your quest to consistency. And you can add those at any time. You don't have to buy them all together. I know that the investment at the beginning could be a little significant, but no, you can. Hey, you could start by buying the education and then adding on the tools, or vice versa if you want to do it the other way around. If you want to buy the software and play with the tools first, don't forget that Shark Indicators does offer 30 days free trial on any of their tools. Zach, correct?
Yes. Yep. All of our software has a free trial period. Yep.
There you go. So you can play with this, and then when you're ready to buy it, come to us. Come to TraderMakers if you want to take advantage of. You're going to pay the same buying the tools from us than buying them directly from Ninja. We don't upmarket or anything else. We all have we do hold the same prices. The advantage is you buy them through us, then you are potentially eligible for the TraderMakers discount on any other of our products. Okay, so that's the advantage.
Okay, good. I think that does it for the questions.
Wonderful, you guys. Well, thank you so much. It was great to spend this time with you guys. I hope you're pumped. I hope you're excited. I hope you guys saw a different way to do this and become more consistent. I do hope and wish that everybody becomes a more consistent trader by means of having good discipline, good guidance, good education, good tools. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you to Shark Indicators for hosting us this evening. Thank you, guys. Thank you all.
Thanks for joining us, Jerry. Appreciate it.
Thank you. info@tradermakers.com and www.tradermakers.com.
All right. Yeah, let's get that email in there.
Thanks again for presenting, Jerry.
Thank you, Ty. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening, you all.
And for those of you just tuning in late, we'll have the recording of this entire webinar sent out tomorrow morning at the latest.
All right, everybody. Have a good afternoon. Good rest of your day.